Continuing with our visits with City Commission candidates, we welcome now to the studio Commissioner Kaytee Faris. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Thanks for being here. At-large candidate for reelection,
Yes.
Battle Creek City Commission. So let's talk a little bit about your first term here, and what do you think you've accomplished?
You know, there are a few things I set out to do. One of the main things is that the city was switching over to priority-based budgeting
Right.
2 years ago, and we've got that up and running. It's a great way to budget because we're actually looking at the goals of the city and making sure that we're aligning our money with those goals to make sure that we're efficiently using money and getting to those benchmarks we've set for ourselves. So that was a huge one. Also, urban agriculture, that was a resident-led initiative, so that's always nice to see some of that go through. So that went through partially, and I don't know, we've done so much. Just in the past year, we've totally redone the way that we look at small business development and economic development here in Battle Creek. Setting aside specific funds to go to small business development and really helping existing businesses grow to their fullest potential and help startups that want to come to our community. So
going forward then, what do you think is a priority now?
You know, I want to make sure that we keep supporting those small businesses. Jobs are, I'm sure that most of the candidates have said that's our number one priority.
Sure.
We want to make sure that the people here in Battle Creek have good paying jobs, that they're able to take care of their families, and that they're able to afford to live in our community. So I want to make sure that we continue that and what we've done with Serial City Development Corp. And really, right now, they're looking at the overall economic ecosystem of our community and what's here, what needs to be here, and what businesses would be suitable for our community so that we can do very specific recruitment of businesses to Battle Creek.
How do you feel about the recruitment that we've done? Are we doing it right?
Yeah, I think we're doing a good job. So right now we've got some specific outreach that is going out to existing veteran-owned businesses here in Battle Creek. That's the priority right now, and it's only going to get better from here. This is still the very nascence of this whole this whole method of recruitment. So I have high hopes for it, so I want to be able to see that through.
Are you pleased with the development efforts in downtown and the Heritage Tower and all of those allied efforts? Yeah,
so it's been a long time coming with Heritage Tower, so it's exciting to finally see them get to the build stage. That building, having been empty for so long, had some issues. They had to do quite a bit of lead abatement, mold abatement, asbestos, anything you can think of that would be growing in an old building, they had to get rid of first. So now that they're through that stage, I think it's gonna really start moving from here.
Do you think is there anything the commission can do to try and assist that?
Yeah, so we were able to help them secure some funds through through the Environmental Protection Agency. We have a revolving loan there, so that helped with the initial steps of it. I think they're doing pretty good now. They've secured the funding that they need to make it move forward. The other thing I'm really excited about, I know that a lot of people have heard about it, is that DoubleTree is going to be downtown, taking over McCamley Plaza Hotel, and so just having an internationally recognized company come to Battle Creek, make that type of investment downtown is really bolstering people's confidence in investing downtown, and especially because they are investing in residential downtown. That's been a huge thing that, we've had the studies showing that downtown can support residents downtown. So now to be able to move forward on that, I think that a lot of smaller investors, local investors, will feel more confident putting their money downtown towards that.
So as an at-large candidate, does that give you some kind of perspective that's different if you're in a ward?
I think so. I've lived all over Battle Creek. I started my life in Urbandale and then grew up here in Lakeview, just a few blocks from the studio. And I live in the downtown area now. So I get out in the community quite a bit, especially this time of year when I'm canvassing. And I'm able to see, and talk to people one-on-one about what the needs of their neighborhoods are. And, this is a really big city. We're the third largest geographically in Michigan. So what's happening on the north side of town is not necessarily what's happening in the southwest rural part of town. So, it's definitely a different perspective. So when we're making decisions, we have to keep in mind how it affects the people in these various areas, different income brackets, different residential type situations. So Yeah, it's definitely a different perspective.
And if we go back to where we started with priority-based budgeting, do you think that the priorities are reflective of where the money is going now?
I think that it's getting there. There's still some things that we need to tweak in the system, and we'll address that coming up again. We'll be resetting some of the priorities for the city. So, and that's something that's nice about it too, is that it's not just static. We don't have a budgeting system that just year after year we keep putting money towards the same thing. It's being reevaluated all the time. All the department heads are very conscientious about where their money is going, and especially as the budgets get tighter. So.
All right, Kaytee Faris is an at-large Battle Creek commissioner, asking you for your vote once again for re-election soon. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you, Battle Creek. It's been an honor to serve you these past 2 years.
All right. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.